My dear students, today I am going to discuss class 9 maths, one important topic, rationalization. So you have to rationalize a denominator. For example, to begin with, suppose 2 by root 5. Now here the denominator is irrational, root 5 is irrational. Now you have to change it to rational. Now what we do, we multiply this numerator denominator by root 5. We multiply numerator by root 5, denominator by root 5. Now denominator was root 5. Now rationalizing factor of root 5 is root 5. Rationalizing factor of root 2 is root 2. Rationalizing factor of root 3 is root 3. Rationalizing factor of root 7 is root 7, like that. So we multiply by root 5. Now why we multiply by root 5? Because these two together will become 5. Root 5 into root 5, square root of 5 into square root of 5 is 5. Alright. Now since we have multiplied denominator by root 5, we must multiply the numerator also by root 5 to keep the value equal. So now the numerator becomes 2 root 5 and denominator 5. Now originally the denominator was, you see, irrational, root 5. Now we have made it into rational. So this is the answer. Right? Now slightly difficult one like this. Suppose this one 3 by 2 plus root 5. Now 2 plus root 5 is irrational. Now again we have to do rationalization of the denominator. Now we have to always multiply by the rationalizing factor. Now this is 2 plus root 5. Its rationalizing factor is 2 minus root 5. 2 plus root 5, the rationalizing factor is 2 minus root 5. So we must multiply the numerator also by 2 minus root 5 to keep the value equal. Alright. Now why you multiply by 2 minus root 5? Because now you can use the formula a plus b into a minus b. Now a plus b into a minus b, as you know, is a square minus b square. Now b is here root 5. Alright. Now numerator 3 into 2 minus root 5. Okay. Now that is equal to, now this denominator is 2 square 4 minus square root of 5 square is 5. Numerator 3 to the 6 minus 3 root 5. 3 to the 6 minus 3 root 5. Now 4 minus 5 is minus 1 and numerator 6 minus 3 root 5. Okay, now already we have got the denominator rational. Originally it was irrational, 2 plus root 5. Now we have changed it to rational number minus 1. Actually this can be the answer, but then this minus we have to bring forward. Now minus 6 minus 3 root 5, denominator 1. Now denominator 1, as you know, is not written. Therefore the answer is minus 6 minus 3 root 5. Now if you want to remove the bracket, it will be minus 6 plus 3 root 5, and this is the answer. Okay. So these two are very simple type. But then in exam slightly difficult was one given where the denominator consists of 3 terms, that means trinomial. Here you see the denominator is monomial, only one term. Here the denominator is binomial, 2 plus root 3. Now in the exam you may get some where the denominator is trinomial. For example, this one. Say this sum. Root 3 2 minus root 3 minus root 7. Okay, so you see this is trinomial. This is binomial, but this is trinomial, having 3 terms. Now in case of 3 terms you have to do little thinking. Okay, it is like this. Now here you have to see, so this one is actually root 3. Now 2 is root 4. 2 is square root of 4. 3 is root 3 minus this is root 7. Okay, now you change all of them to suppose root. Now here what thinking you have to do? Now you see 4 and 3, 4 plus 3 is 7. So you have to make a group of 4 and 3. So that is what you have to see. Now 3 plus 7 is 10. This is not 10. 4 plus 7 is 11. This is not 11. But 4 plus 3 is 7. So these two together we have to make a group. Now we make a group of root 4 minus root 3. So this is one group and minus root 7 separate. Okay. Now numerator remains square root of 3. Is it clear? So see that this was the original sum. Now we change this 2 to root 4 because definitely 2 is root 4. Now we made a group of this. Why? Because 4 plus 3 is 7. This remains alone. Now we have to multiply by the rationalizing factor. Now this is A, this is B. So you have to think this is A, this is B. A minus B. So you have to multiply by A plus B. That means you have to multiply by 4 minus root 3 plus root 7. Now why we multiply by this? Because this is the rationalizing factor of this, so that we can use the formula A minus B into A plus B, A square minus B square. Just like in the previous one, you see we multiplied by this. Why? Because then we can use the formula A plus B into A minus B. Similarly here we multiply by this. Since we multiply denominator by this, we must multiply numerator also by the same thing, isn't it? Alright. Now we can use the formula A minus B into A plus B. Okay. So A minus B into A plus B, as you know, A square minus B square. Now here B is root 7. This root 7 is B. And what is A? This part is A. So root 4 minus root 3. So A minus B into A plus B, that is A square, A square minus B square. Okay. And numerator remains unchanged. So root 3 into this. Root 3 into root 4 minus root 3 plus root 7. Okay. Now, yeah, see the denominator. Now this again formula A minus B whole square. So A minus B whole square is A square. Now root 4 square is 4. A square plus B square, root 3 square is 3. Then minus twice AB. So it will be 2 root 4 into 3, 12. So for this part we got this. So A minus B whole square. A minus B whole square is what? A square, that is 4, plus B square, that is 3, minus twice AB, this one. Then minus root 7 square is 7. Alright. Now numerator remains as it is. Numerator remains unchanged. Numerator remains as it is. Now that is equal to, now see, 4 plus 3 is 7. So 7 minus 2 root 12 minus 7. So see now, why we made a group of that? Because now we are able to cancel plus 7 and minus 7. That was the purpose. We made a group of root 4 and root 3 and then 7 separate. Okay. Now numerator remains as it is, root 3 into, okay, numerator unchanged. Now denominator 4 plus 3 7 and this minus 7, 7 and minus 7 cancel. So what remains? Minus 2 root 12. Okay. And numerator, what was the numerator? Root 3 into root 4 minus root 3 plus root 7. That was the numerator. It remains unchanged. Okay. Now we can simplify. Say root 12. Root 12 is what? Root 3 into root 4. Root 12 is 3 into 4. Therefore root 12 is root 3 multiplied into root 4. So this root 12 is root 3 into root 4. Now root 3 cancel. So what remains? Root 4 remains. Minus 2 root 4. So root 12 is what? Root 3 into root 4. So this root 3 and root 3 cancel. So what remains? Root 4. Okay. So this 2 minus 2 root 4. And numerator, this one. Now root 3 is gone. Root 3 is gone because root 3 and root 3 cancelled. Root 12 is root 3 into root 4. isn't it? So numerator now root 4 minus root 2 plus root 7, and denominator is what? Minus 2 root 4. Okay. Now coming again, you see, simplifying. Now as far as possible you have to simplify. Okay. Yes, now equal to, now root 4 is 2, so minus 2 into 2, that is minus 4. Square root of 4 is what? 2, so minus 2 into 2, 4. And numerator, this root 2 is, square root of 4 is 2, 2 minus root 2, 2 minus root 2, oh sorry, it is root 3, this is root 3, this was root 3, okay, root 3, this is 2 minus root 3 plus root 7. So we got the answer. So denominator we have made it what? Rational, minus 4. But now this minus should be taken above. So denominator only 4, and this minus goes here, so it becomes minus 2, minus comes here, therefore multiply, if you multiply minus 2 minus minus plus root 3 and minus plus minus root 7, so this is the answer. So minus 2 plus root 3 minus root 7 by 4. So in this type of sum you have to do this thinking, what group you have to make. Okay, now let us see another example similar. Okay, now see next one. Root 2 by root 2 minus root 3, root 2 minus root 3 plus root 5. Okay, consider this one. Again, denominator is a trinomial. Root 2 minus root 3 root 2 minus root 3 plus root 5. Okay. Now again you think what group to make. Now you see 2 plus 3 is 5. So this 2 together will be a group. So root 2 minus root 3 group, and then separate root 5. So 2 plus 3, 5, that way. Okay. Now numerator root 2. Now this is A, this is A, this is B. So A plus B. So you have to multiply by A minus B. Okay, that is a rationalizing factor. So you have to multiply by root 2 minus root 3 minus root 5. Okay, this is A plus B. So you have to multiply A minus B, so that you can use the formula A square minus B square. So the numerator also we multiply by root 2 minus root 3 minus root 5. So root 2 minus root 3 minus root 5. Okay. Now, yeah, this is A, this is B, this is A, this is B. So A plus B into A minus B. So what we get? A square minus B square. So denominator we get root 2 minus root 3 whole square. So A square minus root 5 square B square. Okay. And numerator remains root 2 into this root 2 minus root 3 minus root 5. Okay. So here you see this thinking, what group you have to make. That is the most important thing. And then remaining part is just simplification. Now A minus B whole square formula. So A minus B whole square is what? A square. Root 2 square is 2 plus B square. Root 3 square is 3 minus twice AB, that is 2 root 6. Then minus root 5 square is 5. Okay. Now see, this 2 plus 3 is 5. So this 5 and this minus 5 cancel. So what will remain? Only this will remain. So numerator is root 2, then within bracket root 2 minus root 3 minus root 5. So numerator remains unchanged. Now denominator has become what? Only minus 2 root 6. So denominator has become only minus 2 root 6, because there's 2 plus 3, 5, and this minus 5 cancel. This is always you should be able to cancel. I follow? Okay, now numerator root 2 into root 2 minus root 3 unchanged minus root 5. Is it clear? Okay, now you see root 2 and root 6 can be cancelled, because what is root 6? Root 6 is what? Root 2 into root 3. 6 is 2 into 3, therefore root 6 is root 2 into root 3. Now this root 6 is root 2 into root 3, therefore root 2 and root 2 cancel, what will remain? So minus 2 root 3 will remain. So this root 2 and this root 6 is nothing but root 2 into root 3, so root 2 cancel, only root 3 will remain. So minus 2 root 3 and numerator root 2 minus, so this will be gone, minus root 3 minus root 5. Okay. Now, yeah, so we have to multiply the numerator. The denominator is still irrational, 2 root 3. Okay. Now we have to multiply by root 3. We have to multiply by root 3. We multiply numerator by root 3, denominator by root 3. This root 3 is a rationalizing factor, root 3. Now 2 root 3 into 3, root 3 into root 3, 3, so it will become 6, so minus 6. And numerator, root 3 into root 2, root 6, root 3 into root 3, 3, minus root 15. So we have got the answer. Now only thing, this minus has to be taken in the numerator. Okay, so what do you get? So finally we get 6, and this minus will come here, so it will become minus root 6, minus minus plus root 3, then minus minus plus root 15. So that is the answer. So what is the answer? So let me write properly. So this is the answer. So 6 here, and this minus comes here, therefore it will be multiplied, minus root 6, then minus minus plus root 3, then minus minus plus root 15. So this is the answer. Okay. Is it clear? So if you want, sorry, this is only 3, not root 3. This is only 3. Minus root 6 plus 3. Now actually this rational number should be written first. That is the custom. So 3 minus root 6 plus root 15 and denominator 6. Okay. So this is the answer. If you leave it here, then also no problem, you will get mark. But better you write the rational number first. Alright. So you see, when the denominator is trinomial, irrational and trinomial, how you have to do. Now let us say another example. This one, say root 7 numerator and denominator 2 root 3 plus root 5 minus root 7. Okay. Now what grouping you will make? Now 2 root 3 is nothing but root 12. 2 root 3, you see, 2 root 3. Now 2 is what? Root 4. Root 4 into root 3. Now root 4 into root 3 is root 12. So this 2 root 3 is nothing but root 12. Okay. Plus root 5 minus root 7, and denominator root 7. Now what group you will make? See, yes, 5 and 7 together 12. 5 plus 7 is 12. So this will be one group, and this will be separate. That means now you have to make a group, root 12 plus this one, root 5 minus root 7, and numerator root 7. Okay. Now a plus b, a minus b formula. Alright. So a plus b, this is b, a plus b, so you have to multiply by a minus b. So what is the denominator? Root 12 plus root 5 minus root 7. Alright. This is a, this is b. So a plus b. So a plus b we multiply by a minus b. That means we multiply by root 12 minus root 5 minus root 7. Okay. So a plus b multiply by a minus b. Then in numerator also same thing, minus root 5 minus root 7. And this root 7 remains as it is. Root 7 as it is, numerator denominator multiplied by this. Okay. Now for the denominator, we can use the formula a plus b into a minus b. So that is a square minus b square. So root 12 is a square minus b square. So what is b? Root 5 minus root 7. So a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square. And numerator remains as it is, root 7 into root 12 minus root 5. Now minus root 5 minus minus plus root 7. So that means we have opened the bracket. Is it clear? Okay, now next step. Yes, that is equal to now. Yes, so root 12 square is what? 12 minus, here you have to use formula a minus b whole square. Now a minus b whole square is a square plus b square minus 2ab. Now a square, root 5 square is only 5 plus root 7 square is only 7 minus 2 twice ab. A square plus b square minus twice ab, that is 2 root this into this 35, root 35. Okay, so this is a square 12 minus b square, so we keep the bracket. Now numerator root 7 into root 12 as it is minus root 5 as it is plus root 7 as it is. Okay, yes, now let us see. This is 12 minus this, you see 5 plus 7 12, so minus, this becomes 12, so minus minus plus 2 root 35. Okay, so 12 minus the 5 plus 7 is 12, so minus 12 minus minus plus this. Now you see this part always it must be able to cancel. Okay, the numerator root 7 into this thing unchanged. Now that is equal to, now denominator is what? 2 root 35. Now root 35 we can write as root 7 into root 5. 35 is 7 into 5. So in place of root 35, what you can write? Root 7 into root 5. So that you can cancel this 7 and root 7. That is the point. Okay. So root 12 minus root 5 plus root 7. Okay. Now why we broke up this root 35 into root 7 root 5? Because we want to cancel. So you see now this root 7 cancel. Okay, so what remains in the denominator? 2 root 5, and numerator root 12 minus root 12 minus 1 minute. So minus, so this is minus minus plus. Okay, root 12 minus root 5 plus root 7. Okay, now denominator is still irrational, so this is root 5, so we have to multiply numerator denominator by root 5, because root 5 is the rationalizing factor of root 5. Now root 5 into root 5 will be 5, so 2 into root 5 into root 5, 5, and numerator this into root 5 we multiply root 5 into 12, so root 5 into 12 is root 60, then root 5 into 12 root 60 minus root 5 into 5 5, then plus root 5 into root 7 root 35. So we have got the answer, denominator 10. So we have made it into rational. Now this rational number you can write in front, but makes no difference because now here negative, so better you keep it not in front but inside. Now root 60 you can write what? Root 60 is 2 root 15, because root 60, now 60 is 4 into 15. Now root 4 is 2 into root 15. So 2 root 15 minus 5 plus root 35. So this is the numerator and denominator is this. Okay. So that is the way. Now in all this what you learned, this grouping This grouping is very important. Which two groups you have to make, you see. So if you make the proper group, then you get the answer. Is it clear? Okay, I hope this is, have been of use to you. Okay then, thank you for today.